and they have been hot. Percy Yamas, especially at the middle of that lineup, was tremendous in the Tucson Regional. To start the Super here in Fayetteville. And the first pitch misses high, ball one. 2-2 to Jaden Pone. Pops it up left side. Back on it, Riho, and sends to left fielder Reagan Kramer, one down. One of 16 newcomers this year for Ole Miss. Off the glove of Bree Ellis. Quickly 2 outs in the first. What a year she has had in her final season of collegiate softball. Spent 5 years at Baylor, was a superstar in the Big 12. And yet this year has had the best season of her career at the plate in her last. The 1-2 from Robin Herron. 2-2 count, 2 down, and the base is cleared, top of the first. Binford puts a charge into this to deep right field. It's a 1-run lead for the Rebels in Game 1 of the Fayetteville Super.
Postseason Aaliyah. This is her. This is what she does. Knows it off the bat. And Matt, the pitch prior to this was a changeup in the dirt, so that eliminates anything from the off speed. You know that Robin Herron's going to give you. And the momentum is what we saw last weekend with Ole Miss. They were able, all those 16 newcomers joined. Well, it was 15 until Binford came in January. But when they joined us in the fall, it felt different. We vibed right away.
Yamas right into the mid of Carly Davison. That ends the first inning.
Yeah, so much respect from Coach Deifel. Get on base, a ton of speed, has just that electric factor to her.
2-2 goes down on strikes. The throw up to first to complete. Fly ball to left field. Back on it is Pone, and she makes the catch in front of the track, 2 away. Interesting. She told us it's been a challenge adapting to being pitched around so much late in the season, particularly since the beginning of the SEC tournament. As she draws a walk on 5 pitches with 1 swing. But she said, I do enjoy being on base. So if I can draw a walk, I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
I believe it. Full count with 2 down and Bree Ellis at first. And back-to-back walks with 2 outs issued by Brianna Lopez. Wyckoff, deep fly ball left field. It is gone! And the Hogs take the lead.
Especially after Ole Miss throws the first punch, Arkansas punches right back, 2 free bases, sets up this Wyckoff blast. First, and obviously Coach Deifel, the most happy of everyone. I'm looking at that Arkansas dugout, but who's probably the happiest is Bree Ellis, taking the walk to set up the big blast.
Cannot follow it up with another walk of Courtney Day, because Arkansas will make you pay.
The importance of that, getting our swings off early.
1-2 count here to Pickens. 1 hopper to second base. Chance for a DP. Pickens will beat it out.
It's kind of a big gamble, right, for Coach Traxel to bring a player that has not even played softball for 4 seasons.
Is a rise ball in. We're going to get that here with a 3-2 count. Tying run
shocked.
on first.
That is such a gutsy pitch. We'll see. No, going away.
And gets the strikeout. Runner goes and is safe at third base. Pickens got a great jump.
In the regionals, and you can see right there, Kennedy Miller, she's pumping up. Robin Herron.
Tie the game here in the second inning, or take the lead. In the air to left field. Back on it is Kramer, and it's off the wall. Ole Miss ties the game on a 2-out RBI double by Taylor Roman.
It is the hardest thing to do in our sport, arguably. You're coming in for one moment, and what an at-bat from the seniors. She looked kind of foolish on a couple of pitches, but stuck with it. I thought that Kramer was going to have a play on this, running it deep. It's quiet in here right now.
And it was jumping about 10 minutes ago. Pone goes down on strikes. Herron gets out of the inning with 2 strikeouts, but not before Taylor Roman. Now she comes from a bat and ball family. Mom Audrey played softball at UNCW. Her dad Fernando pitched 11 years in the minor leagues. As she sends this high in the air to left, Jaden Pone tracking in 2022. But it was the Longhorns that came here to Fayetteville and upset Arkansas. As this is shot up the middle for a 1-out single off the bat of Kennedy Miller. To believe, too, Ole Miss is 0-4 all time in the Super Regional. Carly Davison batting for Arkansas in the 9-hole. Ropes this down the line and a fair ball into left field. Miller will stay put at third. It's a 1-out double for Carly Davison.
Well, you know who has been to the Women's College World Series? And then hitting coach DJ Gasso. Hitting down in the 9 spot. Gets an inside curveball. We have not seen Lopez challenge the righties in very much.
Chopper to third. Lansdale comes home, and Miller in trouble is tagged out. Kramer, right side, fielded at second base by Pickens, and that ends the inning.
Break and said, oh, this is a different pitcher, going with the junior, the righty. So the ace, Robin Herron, only goes 2 innings, switching it up here.
You wonder, Kenzie, if it's just because of the way Ole Miss was grinding out at bats against Herron. Last inning, she threw 31 pitches.
And that is her best pitch.
High fly ball off the end of the bat of Boutte. And it's short. It's Rijo, 1 down.
You know that familiar name goes in the portal. You're like, wait a minute. What if she's on our side?
Regional, 8 for 14, 3 homers, 8 runs batted in. Binford. High fly ball will get out of play.
Who's seeing the beach balls?
3-2. Upstairs, and a 1-out walk drawn by Aaliyah Binford. In the air to right center. That is down for a base hit. Back-to-back, 2-out, RBI doubles, and Ole Miss
In the inning. But if you're hitting with 2 outs, that just tells me that they are dialed in, they're confident, and it's something that they can pass from the dugout, pass that mentality, and get it done on the field.
Watch out. This is a towering shot to left field off the bat of Lansdale. And the 2-out rally continues. A 2-run shot for the FIU transfer. Oh.
Wow. Ashton Lansdale, this is not who you circle in terms of, this is a hitter that you want to go at. You're going to circle Aaliyah Binford, Percy Yamas, Jaden Pone. So you're getting this kind of.
At Bogle Park, as now a freshman, Lexi King will come in to relieve Reese Berline in the 3rd. After Ole Miss has scored 4 consecutive. Line drive into the gap in right center again, down for extra bases. And it is a ground rule double for Angelina DeLeon.
This is the third pitcher that Ole Miss has seen today, and we are early in this ballgame.
Malvin drops down a bunt. Going to be a tough play. There isn't one. Malvin beats it out.
Is much fairer now.
Drives this into center and gliding in to make the catch. Johnson wiping off a potential 2-out hit to Ellis. Ellis in the air to left. Charging in his Pone, makes the play. Courtney Day shoots this up the middle for a 1-out single.
It's just, can we repeat exactly what we did last weekend?
0-2 strikeout. Get to a place they had not yet been under Jamie Traxel. Issues a 2-out walk. And now it's Italia Rijo.
Survive without it. I mean, even Carlin Pickens and Nigeri Kennedy, Jordy Ball, those are three pitchers that bring heat, bring a lot of pitches in this at-bat.
Lines this up the middle and delivers. They will wave Day, and she will score without a throw. Tying run coming to the plate for Kennedy Miller. 2 outs, bottom 3, game 1 of this Super. Champiece and Wachenio comes in and does her job.
A little bit further than 2 innings, 3 innings, even 4 innings.
Pone shoots this through the left side, and she is aboard for the first time today.
And so you're seeing that for Arkansas here, but it's just, we didn't expect maybe to see Berline so early, and definitely didn't expect to see King here.
Boutte takes the 2-1 into left field. Back-to-back going into the Super Regional. Joked everybody was hot but her. And she knocks Lexi King. Binford left side, backhanded at short, flipped to third, made by Rijo, but it pushed McDowell off the bag.
The call on the field was safe. This play is under review.
This is the only play that Rijo has. It looked to first. Oh, maybe
After review, on the field is upheld. They have safe at third base. That is Arkansas's first challenge.
As she drives this into the middle of the second baseman, Davison. The exact out Cam Harrison needed. 1 down in the 4th. Brady drives this into center. Diving play by Johnson. 1 run will tag. It's Pone in from third, but Johnson saving multiple runs. A good job there by Kennedy Miller to keep that in front. "36 runs batted in." The 3-2. Missed to load the bases. Bree Ellis thought that was strike 3.
a little bit up in the zone. I think that is close enough for strike 3.
Rebs have already plated 2 in this inning. Bases juiced, 2 down. 2-2 count from Harrison. DeLeon deep to center. Back on it is Johnson, and that will end the inning. But the Razorbacks trail at home by 5 in the middle of the 4th. We'll chat with their head coach. One-two count to Davison. Launched into right center, gliding over to make the play. Full count to Johnson. Big shift on. And she draws a walk. Unlike in years past, there's just something a little bit different We don't flinch. And a walk drawn.
Up until the last couple of innings.
Ellis pops it up in foul territory, and Lansdale makes the play, 2 down. Hitters count today. Launches this into the gap in left center, down for a base hit. Here comes Johnson to score.
Team that's one of the hottest teams in the country.
Wachenio misses. McDowell in the air to left. Tracking it is Pone, and that ends the inning with Wachenio. This is not unlike what we saw from Ole Miss in the regular season series against Arkansas either. Right back to the circle. Harrison handles business against Taylor Malvin, 1 down. Pone into left, 2 outs. With Malvin sliding into right. Takes the 2-2 into left. Kramer is there, and a 1-2-3 inning for Cam Harrison.
New faces and the upsets and the fun party side, and then the right side of the bracket is the heavy hitters and, you know, the blue bloods of the sport, household names.
Hey. Into right field, and Duke comes on and makes the catch. No, it's Malvin in right field.
Laying it out, and then arm just kind of gets tucked underneath, securing the ball.
First-year starter in the outfield, too, Malvin. Playing softball again. 3-1 from Wachenio. Miller flaring it into right field. Back on it, Pickens makes the catch. In the air to left field. Back on it is Duke. It is gone! 2-out solo bomb for Carly Davison. And light for the Razorbacks late in Fayetteville. 6 pitchers used. 2-2 is beating the shift into left field. Digging for 2. Johnson in with a 2-out double.
Says, I see your 3 infielders, and I'm going to get it through you. And then because of the shift, of course, nobody in right field, so you have your right fielder moving over to center, and they're running in the left.
And Kramer draws a walk for Bree Ellis. And that got a piece of Ellis. And she will take first base.
We spent about 10 minutes talking about on the other side of a hit by pitch over.
Day goes down on strikes. The freshman, Miley Wachenio. Binford in the air to right. And it dies off the end of her bat into the glove of Wyckoff, 1 down.
Be the first coach to lead your team to OKC. There's a lot of newness in this matchup.
Big cut from the freshman Yamas, trailing after 5 in as many weeks. Today against Ole Miss, Yamas right into the middle of Wyckoff, 2 down. In the air to left. 1-2-3 inning, all 3 lineouts for Cam Harrison. Her 70th pitch of this relief appearance. Wyckoff up the middle, charging on DeLeon. 1 down. Cam Harrison had not pitched since the last regular season series, as McDowell draws a 1-out walk. And in steps Italia Rijo. Chopper right back to Binford. Spinning throw to second in time. The turn will not get to first in time. Rijo just beats that out. Same with the big elbow guard. You take a rise up and in.
Yeah.
Off the funny bone, no thanks. Miller fooled on the change. And Aaliyah Binford comes in and closes the door on the Razorbacks in the 6th. Final regular season series of 2025.
Yeah, look at that line. Doesn't have any strikeouts, but continues to get it done.
Bouncing ball. Going to be a tough play. Deep in the hole. It's short and a skying throw. Top 7 in Fayetteville. In the dirt. It gets through. Past Miller. Taking a wide roundabout second base as Pickens thought maybe for a second she might try to swipe third. One down on the ground out to Davison. Runner goes. Miller snap throw down to third. Not in time. 2 stolen bases this inning.
After review, the call on the field has been changed. The runner did leave early. That's the second out of the inning. That's Arkansas' second final challenge. The count will be 1 ball.
Line drive, deep center field. Johnson makes the catch, crashing into the wall. Gold glove effort from Reagan Johnson.
And this energy translates to the dugout. Trying to get on the same page. And you know how many runs you're up. You're up 3.
One of the most prolific bats in program history. At the plate here for Arkansas. Johnson left side. Lansdale goes to second. It gets off the glove and both runners are safe.
Well, it's the confusion on who is covering second base because you have 4 infielders over there.
On deck for the Hogs in the bottom of the 7th. Goes down on strikes in the Razorbacks' favor.
There it is.
Wow! Binford rings her up looking on the outside corner, 2 down.
Where you tested out the first pitch of the at-bat. She got the called strike. Bree Ellis was
that 3-run homer in the first inning to put Arkansas on top early. Awaits on deck. And a walk to load the bases for the majority. After Ole Miss came out punching hard and often. 2-1 into right field. Headed towards the wall, and it is caught by Malvin. A few feet away from ending this game on the right side of the win-loss column, and instead it's Ole Miss taking game 1.
I am so tired. Oh my goodness. That was, wow. I don't even really have a lot of words, to be honest with you. That was a slugfest number 1. Of course, tomorrow could be different. Does Arkansas have their pitchers healthy? Out today with food poisoning, but you win game 1, it sets up everything